Welcome into Spartan Arena. Boys basketball action coming up. Mount Brook and Hewitt Trussville. Big matchup here tonight as we all rise for great performance of our national anthem.
Hey, you see by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting, carry proof through the night that our flag was still there. Whoa, say that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow, that was just outstanding again. That was Bailey Coates. She's a junior, and she was just as spectacular before the boys' game as she was earlier for the girls' game.
Well, and how about that? She does it before the girls' game, hangs around all this time, so she can do it for us again before the boys' game. Great job. And now Jack Royer to introduce tonight's starters to that elevator music for the Huskies.
Sophomore, number 24, Harrison Stanley. A freshman, number 25, Sean Elmore. And a junior, number 33, Josh Monsky. And now, Spartan fans, introducing your Spartan starting five. Over the 6'5" junior, number 1, Jack Klein. At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 13, Matt Britton. At forward, a 6'2" senior, number 21, Will Hartley. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 22, Hunter Lucas. And at center, a 6'6" senior, number 33, Jared Henderson. The Spartans are led by head coach Bucky McMillan.
All right, again, your Spartan starters. Jack Klein, Matt Creighton, Will Hartley, Hunter Lucas, and Jared Henderson. Girls just got a good win tonight. It's good to see that. Played really well. And hope to sweep the doubleheader here. Russell Vandevelde alongside yours truly, Lee Tracy. Happy you're with us, and the Huskies have it to begin the ball game. Long shot misses. Jack Klein the rebound.
And Mountain Brook out on the run. We were commenting earlier, based on the officials, nice three-pointer there. Jared Henderson. They're letting them play, and if this carries over to the boys' game, we're going to have some fun tonight.
3-0 Spartans on the Henderson triple. Jared is banging down in there with 21, Joseph Williams.
And he's a big old boy right there.
He's a tall drink of water. Big old boy, tall drink of water.
If he were a girl, that'd probably be a compliment.
Okay, what do we got here? Oh, see, See, I said they were banging in there.
They're banging.
The official stepping in already to talk to both of them, saying, okay, guys, just don't go overboard.
Nice defense on the inbound steal.
Matt Creighton. And the
Nice
nice pass. Henderson fakes the three, and then he takes the bump from Mr. Williams, Joseph.
Huskies, number 21, Joseph Williams. It's his first.
I'm not sure what size they've got on the bench, but I'd just like to see 21 get a few fouls, have to come out.
Yeah. Creighton.
So Hewitt opening up into man-to-man. I've got to believe Bucky is excited about that.
I'm right there with you.
This plays right into our up-tempo. Cut and move. Moving the ball. Here we go. Drive to the basket.
Jack Klein up strong and swatted away by Mr. Williams.
We got the ball and number 5. No shot clock, so we'll just go right back into our set.
Oh, got some long arms out there. That was a steal for Harrison Stanley. And a foul on Mountain Brook.
They're trying to slow up the banging inside between Jared and 21.
Foul was called on the Huskies, number 33, Josh Monsky, his first, the team's second.
Yeah, they called that on them,
No,
but that was on Jared, so that'll give him his first foul.
Jared Henderson.
Correction, that foul on the Spartans, number 33, Jared Henderson, his first, the team first.
And now a foul on a Husky. I think he got Glenn Horsley.
I believe so.
For Hewitt Trustman, Glenn Horsley, it's his first, the team's second.
His first team second. 3-0 Mountain Brook. 6.5 to play in the first. Henderson, another three. He got it again. Jared Henderson, 2 for 2 from three-point land.
Timeout taken by Hewitt Trustman.
Top of the key three makes it 6-0 Spartans. And a quick timeout taken by Hewitt Trustful.
I can understand that they're a little upset with giving him an open three, but you know, when it's the center stepping out and popping three, I'm not sure what play you design on
Really?
that.
And
Must not be moving on the screens, you know, either cutting on top of them or switching on the screen. That must be the message he's trying to. But it allows us to set up our press, and we know how good that is, so we'll see how they handle it. Joe Donald into the game for Mountain Brook, as is Clay Collins.
will not be the last substitutions of the night for
No.
Coach Bucky McMillan.
We'll get a 10-second call here.
Oh, getting close. And there it is. Good job.
You know, the 5-second call when you're guarding someone who's on ball, and the 10-second in the back court is about as exciting as it gets from a defensive standpoint.
Yeah.
If you just love great defense, because it takes a lot of effort to keep that ball in the back court for 10 seconds.
Sure does. Now, they weren't even very close. All right, Matt Creighton drives, kicks it out. How about another three? Not this time. But there's Jack Klein for the rebound. And back out, Jared tries again. No, he was on target, just a little short. And then Jack Klein, another rebound, and then fouled going back up.
Yeah, that's insult to, or injury to insult there. So number 5 for them, who's already got one. Glenn Horsley is going to pick up a second. I'm not even sure Jack Klein knew that he flipped him over his back. He looked like a gnat flicked off there, went back up for the shot. Fortunately, they called that on the floor. That's 2 consecutive rebounds by Jack. Just, you know, really fighting for that ball and did a wonderful job.
Well, Jared, rimmed out. Look at Will. Look at Will Hartley. All in the air, the rebound and the putback before he ever came down. Well done.
I would tell you what's going on in the corner, Lee, but not even the camera can see that over the student section. Another great crowd here tonight.
It's 8-0 Mountain Brook. Great start.
Talked to Bucky before the game, and no surprise, he was quite laid back. He was, you know, about 2 heartbeats away from being in a coma. He doesn't get too worked up. He's about the most steady Eddie guy Oh, almost for a three-pointer. Nice try by Matt Creighton.
He does draw the two-shot foul.
Which is really always interesting to me, the intensity at which they play on the court and the calmness at which he coaches.
Yeah, you're right. Harrison Stanley got his first, and the first free throw no good for Matt Creighton.
Jordan Rich, Clay Collins.
Jordan Rich.
And Joe Donald ready for the start.
Terrell Guy.
Joe Donald back in too. And that one's in there. Matt Creighton makes the second one.
Going to get Drew Smith with a hold there.
Drew had just come in for Matt.
Foul called on Mountain Brook's number 4, Terrell Guy.
Whoa.
His first,
Oh.
his start in his
Okay,
second.
they said
Okay.
Terrell Guy. And that's
Of course,
what they put
earlier
on the board
Jack had
as
the
well.
wrong team. Not picking on him, but
It's on the board as well that it's on Terrell, so I'm putting it on my sheet. That's a three if it goes. It does.
wow, pretty shot there by Sean's Elmore. That's plural Sean's.
That's their first points, 9-3. Just under 5 minutes to play in the first half. There's a steal by Terrell Guy. Now Jordan Rich. That's a flop. Good no call by the officials. Jordan steps into a three. No. Spartans run it down.
Nice hustle. Clay
Jordan
Collins.
Joe sends it back out. Drew Smith. That's a travel.
Tell you what, though, we're going to get some looks if they stay in this man.
Yes. Yes. See, coming in for them is Matt Hicks. Replaces Harrison Stanley. There's a trap, and he got through it. Down to Williams, who lowered the shoulder.
How about
and
that
offensive
defense?
foul. Jordan Rich drew it. Good job, Jordan.
Offensive foul number 21, Joseph Williams.
And that's 2 on Joseph Williams, and we are just not even halfway through the first quarter.
Replacing Clay Collins.
5 team fouls on the Huskies.
Replacing Joe Donald.
And that's a rarity to see the other team with more fouls than Mountain Brook.
It is. It is. I think part of the reason is, oh, look at that. Cut to the basket by Terrell. Look at the team, too. Rush to his aid. All of them headed that way to help him back up.
Yeah, but what about that pass? It all started with a great look by Jack Klein down low.
Number 25, Sean Elmore. His first, the team 6.
Sean Elmore.
They said it's first. I've got him with 2. I must have.
No, I've got him with his first 2.
Okay. I thought
24 has one. You may have given it to
Oh,
25.
yeah, that's what I did. Yep. Remember calling Sean's. That's Sean plural.
Yeah.
But he hit the 3.
Now we're assuming that's not a misprint, and that's a risky assumption. Did Terrell hit?
Terrell with the first one. He'll have a second. Put Mountain Brook up by 8. Bottom.
Got it.
Will Hartley checks in for the Spartans.
Will Hartley, Joe Donald, Terrell Guy, Jordan Rich, and Drew Smith will be the 5 for Mountain Brook.
We almost got another 10-second there. They fire the 3. It's off. Out of bounds to Hewitt Trustful.
And after a 3-second wait, Jack Klein's back in. It is fun to watch him sub, isn't it?
Yeah.
55, Jack Carvalho.
Jack Carvalho into the game. 2. Tight man-to-man defense by Mountain Brook.
Yeah. Overplaying every pass, making them make the tough throws.
A force, and he drew a foul.
He got bailed out there. He looked a little out of control going to the basket.
Foul call on Mountain Brook's number 4, Terrell Guy.
Terrell Guy picks up his second. Team's third.
Huskies number 33, Josh Monsky.
First free throw no good by Josh Monsky.
Hunter Lucas replaces Terrell Guy.
Hunter Lucas in, Terrell Guy out. And Monsky makes the second. Inbound on the side. Will be triggered by Hunter Lucas.
For the Huskies, number 00, Sam Frazier.
Hewitt staying in the man-to-man.
Also number 2, Roosevelt Savage.
Savage has come into the game.
Klein with the spin, the baseline side, and then lays it in off the window. Well done by Jack Klein.
Yeah, you know, Jack is so thick. When he gets that ball like that, it's just very, very difficult for them to get around to him like that. Nice spin move for 2, Jack Klein. And then on the inbounds, Mountain Brook forces the turnover.
They lead 13-4, 3:09 to play in the first. See, we've got Will Hartley back in.
One of the many interchangeable parts.
Jack Klein. A drive by Will, can't get it to go. And the Huskies get it. Back iron and off, and the rebound to Hunter Lucas. And they push it. That's a bump on number 2. I'll call that one myself.
Yeah, that's the Savage.
Roosevelt Savage.
Foul is on number 2, Roosevelt Savage. His first 15-7.
Already 17 fouls on them, and I think it's what you touched on earlier, Russell, is they're having to chase us in this man-to-man, and they're struggling with it without fouling.
Well, I mean, you see how aggressive we are when we run our man-to-man. It's sound defense, but it's aggressive. And we do that against each other in practice. And they're just not, what is that follow-up there?
Yeah, that was Will
Hartley,
who shot the free throw, missed it, followed his miss with a 2-pointer. That's a good job.
Anyway, my point is that they're not playing as good a man-to-man as we play. And so when they try to guard us, this is just not any more difficult than what we do in practice. And we're just taking advantage of it up at 11 early in the game.
Foul was on Hunter Lucas.
Nice knock away by Will Hartley from behind.
Up with the left hand, no good. You know, not to be repetitious, but it's got to be so difficult for these teams that are forced to play at such a frantic pace all game long.
Oh, yeah. And the crazier the pace, the better we like it.
Just think if you played a team totally opposite, which is entirely possible. Vestavia, exactly. The game prior. I mean, it's totally different. Drive, scoop for 2. Clay Collins.
Nice move.
Spartans have built a 17-4 lead. There's a steal by Hunter Lucas, and he saves it, but it goes to the Huskies. And then stolen again, and then Williams gets it back. And now this is what I'm talking about. They can't handle the frantic pace. Spartans ultimately get it back. That goes off a Husky knee out of bounds.
I mean, look at him. Hewitt looks exhausted. And I don't know if that's because they're tired or just tired of the pace and tired of our defense.
I think they're tired and confused.
Well, it is fun to watch. Buckyball.
Not only fun, but extremely effective. Back-to-back state champions.
And think about what all was lost off of last year's team. And, you know, so far with, you know, Tawar and Grant not able to play, you know, to have them back in, you know, in contention again, to be talked about one of those teams that can make it all the way is really nothing short of miraculous.
Yeah.
But I think it all comes back to the style of play that nobody else in this state plays the entire court like Mountain Brook does.
Right. Lucas fires. No good for Hunter, but another offensive rebound. Clay Collins got it. Now Drew Smith puts it up. He almost got that to go somehow. And look at them reach in there and steal it back.
And great save backcourt and nice pass. Oh, maybe one pass too many. But we'll get that ball back. That was almost too unselfish. I think Drew had gone up with it. It might have been better. They had gotten back on defense. But, I mean, look at the hustle, keeping that from going back court.
It's non-stop, and it's with absolutely everybody Bucky puts out there on the floor.
Yeah, it's reckless abandon, but controlled reckless abandon. And there is a method to everything we're doing.
Jared Anderson back in. It's Hunter Lucas. Feeds it into Jared, who is fouled. Another Husky foul.
That'll put Jared on the line for a 1-and-1 as it's the 8th team foul on Hewitt.
I think they got Matt Hicks.
That's plural.
That's his first.
His first in team 8.
And the 8th on the team.
Jared started the game by hitting 2 straight threes.
And now he's hits the front end of a 1-and-1.
Yeah, we were out to a 6-0 lead just by blinking. Pops a 3, get a steal, come down, pop another 3. And he continues this fine stroke, gives him 7.
And it has Jared as the early leading scorer in the clubhouse. He hits both of them. He's got 8 now.
Jared Allen checks in for the Spartans.
And then he goes out. Joe Donald back in. Knocked away.
And a charge. Matt Creighton taking that charge. That's 2 charges. I don't know what their quota is per game, but I'd say Mountain Brook probably averages 5 charges a game.
Yeah.
That now is number 2, Roosevelt Savage.
Mr. Savage gets his second.
Team 9 for the Huskies.
And they're going to be in foul trouble here before you know it. They've already got 3 guys with 2. And we're at 1:02 to play in the first quarter. Mountain Brook leading 19-4.
Yeah, we'll be shooting the double bonus for the remainder of the first half.
Turnaround, no, for Will Hartley.
What a play, Jack Klein.
Got it back in with a big left hand by Jack Klein.
He looked like Clark Kent. That's what you were thinking. And now he's playing defense like there's no tomorrow.
Oh.
Now, hey, you just tip your hat.
Yeah.
If that goes in, you give him 2.
Roosevelt Savage. That was nice. Hartley. Oh, is he going to call that offensive on Will?
He's being consistent. Looked like he had turned the corner, but I just assume him do that because we're going to get him on the other end.
Yeah. That is 5 team fouls on the Spartans. 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. 21 points.
That's going to get intercepted.
And a chance for more. There's a tie-up, I believe, or a foul.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
How do you pick who to foul in that situation? Or who to call the foul on?
Matt Creighton.
He picked Matt Creighton for some reason. That's Matt's first.
I don't know. The guys on the ground, you go for the ball. I just say that's fabulous hustle.
Yeah, I think that should be a no call every time. Oh, there's a steal, and laid in by Clay Collins. Clay now with 4. Spartans up 23-6.
There we
and
go.
That'll be the score at the end of the first quarter.
Wow. Double wow, huh?
Yeah. Stereo wow.
What an unbelievable job by the Spartans in the first quarter.
Be hard pressed to find something they did wrong during that first quarter. We got our, I mean, if you really wanted to for some reason. We've got our cheerleaders out on the floor. Let's enjoy their routine.
Nice performance by the cheerleaders as we start the second quarter.
Be back for that second quarter after this timeout. 23-6 Spartans on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
Mafioso's, a cozy bistro in the heart of Crestline with pizza, salads, and pasta made with locally sourced ingredients. The place to be for Spartan fans.
Bryant Bank, focused on the needs of Alabamians. Unbeatable service, legendary results. Bryant Bank is a proud sponsor of Mountain Brook Athletics. Jay Electric, a faithful sponsor of Mountain Brook basketball. Burleson Dawkins Incorporated, a steadfast supporter of Mountain Brook basketball. Grayson and Associates, a devoted backer of Mountain Brook basketball. Amwins Brokerage of Alabama, a longtime champion of Mountain Brook basketball. Huffam Orthodontics, a loyal sponsor of Mountain Brook basketball. Hassig Chiropractic, a stout backer of Mountain Brook basketball. Trenton Health Services, a strong supporter of Mountain Brook basketball. The Mountain Brook High School Spartans would like to thank the financial professionals at Raymond James for their continued support of the Spartans. For all your financial needs, call financial advisors Bill Anthony, David Anthony, Kerry Beck, Brian Boudreau, Pat Cope, Cobb Hagan, Frank Humberg, Blake Nichols, Michael Turnbow, Rob Vaughn, and Range Weldon at 205-879-0016. That's 205-879-0016. Raymond James and Associates, member New York Stock Exchange, SIPC. Terrell Guy back on the floor to trigger the inbounds as the Spartans start off with the ball in the second quarter. And they run a play, and Jared Henderson puts it up and in high off the glass. Took the foul as well.
The play seemed like it was never going to end as high as that guy jumped to block that shot.
And that also got Williams his third foul. So
Which
he
is
goes
clearly
right
the
back
biggest,
over to the bench.
Huge foul, because he's clearly the biggest threat they have inside.
Jared Henderson has been fantastic. And he's short. Jack almost got another tip in. That's good.
Number 24, Harrison Stanley.
Harrison Stanley with a triple.
I think they have more points than shots. I mean, we've basically prevented them from even getting good looks.
Yeah. Jack Klein up strong.
Bottom.
In and a foul. Oh, nice. Jack is just so strong. Even though it took a good bump there, it wasn't enough to keep him from getting it in.
No. He was given that bump. He wasn't taking it. Big Jack, when he gets going to the bucket, he's going to get there.
Brandon Wright picks up his first. Already into the double bonus. So virtually the entire second quarter, Mountain Brook will be shooting 2 free throws on every foul. Except, of course, when you make a shot before it, in this case. So Jack gets one.
Clay Collins back in to put the pressure on the inbounder. Mountain Brook again in the full court press. I'm not sure what if they know how to play not in full court press.
Pretty close to the 10-second call
Well,
again.
and pushing off by 25. He's
Yeah.
trying to get some clearance.
Got away with it. Sparty's in the house, looking good.
No hula outfit tonight. Nice defense.
Joe Donald. Clay Collins, and then back out to Joe.
Yeah, hand
Boy,
check
he
on
was
23.
being bumped, yeah.
Between he and Jack Klein, if they get going and they want to get there, you're not going to stop them.
Foul call on the Huskies under 23.
Cole Mason hit the foul.
It's his first.
His first.
Team 12. Shooting for the Spartans, number 34, Joe Donald.
Joe's first free throw, first of two, remember, because it's double bonus the entire rest of the first half. Joe gets in the scorebook.
That'll be one he'd like to forget.
Yeah.
It looked pretty, just didn't get there. So I'd like to say that in a game like this, if we maintain, this type of lead, that all the subs will get in. But the reality is, all the subs already get in.
Yeah.
Nice hustle with Terrell Guy back down. There's no such thing as a guy that just rides the bench. They're all expected to contribute.
Correct.
He wouldn't have them out there on the team if they couldn't contribute, which is, if you're on there, you need to be ready at all times, which is, again, is how when the folks come in, they're ready to play because they know they're going to play.
And everybody does contribute in some way. Not everybody scores points or whatever, but everybody contributes. There's another turnover, stolen by Terrell Guy. Oh, nice little side step, and he got it to fall into the net. Terrell Guy now with 4. Spartans lead it 31-9.
Oh, almost got a steal from behind. Just great hustle by Jordan Rich. Again, how miserable would it be to have to try to get the ball up the court every time?
Jeez. And they got it up that time. Uh-oh. Couldn't put on the brakes quick enough. Clay Collins ran into him. First on Clay.
And that'll put them to the line with 1 plus the bonus.
Foul is called on the Spartans at 15, Clay Collins. It's his first, the team's second. To the line for the Huskies, number 33, Josh Monsky.
We've got Drew Smith coming back in. Jared Henderson. Jack Klein. First free throw is good for Josh Monsky. Good to see Jack Royer's dad Mike in the house tonight. He's now heading back to work.
Yes.
Just now walking out. (31-10). Jack Klein. No foul, I guess. Oh, that's got to be it. Did nobody see that push? Because technically the ball was not already out of bounds. It was on its way out of bounds.
Well, Jack's a big body.
Yeah.
You can't go around him. I guess he figured he'd just push him.
Timeout on the floor. I don't want to jinx this or anything, but we get a real shot at a fourth quarter hot clock. If we get up by 30 by the fourth.
So that is in effect even in high school ball.
Oh, yeah.
Boys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like our opportunity there.
With my hour drive ahead of me, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I like that a lot.
Of course, this is going to be one of the longer quarters of the year.
Yeah, this
They're
one.
both teams.
Yeah, this one's gonna balance it out even if we do get a fourth quarter hot clock. All right, we got Jack Klein with 7. Terrell Guy with 4, 1 for Matt Creighton, 4 for Clay Collins, 4 for Will Hartley, 1 for Joe Donald,
10.
Jared Henderson leading the way. Not much to report for them. Savage with 2, Stanley 3, Elmore 3, Monsky 2.
Drew Smith to inbound it from Mountain Brook. Nice pass inside.
Oh, somebody had to be fouling him because they were all raking him.
I think it was just a question of, which one to call it on.
Yeah.
Fouls on number 11 for
They
Hewitt
picked
Trustful.
number 11,
Brandon
Brandon Wright. That's his second.
From Del Lomas, shooting is Terrell Guy.
Terrell will shoot 2, and the first is good. And the second one. Halfway down and back out.
And forcing the turnover. One thing I don't know, we haven't talked about in a while. One thing that Bucky does, which is I've never seen another team do this, is you'll notice we don't put our bigs down low on when we're shooting free throws. We are already set up to be in the press. So you'll see our big guys back, and the little guys typically are down, and they're ready to get in it, and that's exactly what happened. The rebound count. They got the rebound, but then we trapped them.
Yeah.
Just one more way that we get more possessions by shortening the number that the other team gets with the turnovers that we create. Nice pass inside to Jack Klein.
What an assist. Bullet pass from Drew Smith. Jack Klein finishes at the rim with 2 more. Jack now with 9. Spartans lead 34-10, and another steal. Drew with another nice pass to Jack. Did not convert this one, but he'll go to the line for 2 more free throws.
And that's going to give 3 on Brandon Wright.
He's got 3. Williams has 3. Horsley 2. Savage 2. And 4 other guys with 1 foul for Hewitt Trustful. And that's with 5:24 to go in the second quarter. They can't guard us. Jack Klein hits the first free throw.
They can't guard us, and they can't handle the pressure. The result is a 25-point lead with only 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Did we step in the lane?
He said Terrell Guy stepped in the lane. I don't know. I saw their guy step in. He may have come in first. It's tough to tell. Regardless, that'll be Hewitt's ball. But you almost feel like we're on offense when they're throwing the ball in. Very close to a travel on 33. I think he was shocked he actually got the ball in.
Another whistle.
I think Joe Donald might have blocked out a little too hard.
Joe's first.
Fouls on number 34, Joe Donald.
8th on the team.
Team 8.
Let's see. Drew Smith back in. Jared Henderson. Jack Klein. Will Hartley. Hunter Lucas. Free throw good by Mason Cole. His first point in the game. Also
no, he crossed the line. They're going to wave that one off. So he made 2, but they'll only count 1.
From a stat standpoint, does that go as a missed free throw or just like it never happened?
Can I phone a friend? I'd say it goes as a missed free throw.
Okay. Just wondered. Phone a friend.
Look at this movement. And they drop back in the zone. Obviously, the man wasn't working for him. And look at Drew Smith keeping that dribble.
Jared for three. Ooh, that was halfway down. Look at Jack Klein on the boards. He is a monster man.
And I don't know if you followed that. He made the pass to Jared, cut the lane, and then got back and got the rebound and made the bucket. That's off Hewitt's leg. That's going to be Mountain Brook ball. Oh! They should have consulted with me. The replay will show that Mountain Brook forced the turnover.
37-11, Spartans. I don't know what's more impressive, the 37 points scored or the 11 points allowed.
Or the block on the overhead chunk. Oh my goodness, I'm with you. It's just, the defense is just stifling, kind of like the Heat was earlier.
There's
another steal.
Will Hartley all the way, no. Ooh.
Now that's a block with your arm.
That's a pulling guard who stuck out his elbow. That is not supposed to be allowed in basketball. Right next to the official.
1-5.
Clay Collins gets his second.
Wow, I guess the official just had his back to that. That looked pretty obvious to me when you stick an arm out to knock a guy to the ground.
Yeah, did the chicken wing.
So if he makes one of these, he'll actually have more made free throws than made buckets.
And in and out.
That's probably poetic justice there.
Jack for three.
Bottom.
Jack Klein is
filling
hot tonight.
it up. 15 points in the first half.
And a 29-point Mountain Brook lead with 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
And again, like we were mentioning earlier, it's not like Mountain Brook's going to put the second team in there and there's going to be a let-off. I mean, Hewitt's going to have to come after it, because I don't know that you can tell a difference between whatever five we've got out there defensively.
Another steal. Jack Klein ahead to Drew Smith. Drew all the way. No.
Got bumped pretty hard.
Stop and pop the triple. No. Another Jack Klein rebound. What's he have? 30 of them?
Probably as many rebounds as points. I'll give him a 15-15 start to the game.
He's got to have a double-double already.
Nice pass.
And there's 2 more points for Jack Klein. Was that Drew Smith with another great assist? And then Jack with a nice finish again.
Look at that hustle.
Jared Henderson got the rebound.
2 free throws for Jared. And the foul on, is that Cole Mason got that foul?
Foul number 23, Cole Mason for Hewitt.
Yes, it was.
Shooting for the Spartans, Jared Henderson.
Not sure what you say at halftime if you're Hewitt.
They've committed 15 fouls.
But if you're Mountain Brook, you say, keep doing what you're doing. This is just spectacular on both ends of the court.
Jared makes the first free throw. He is having a great first half as well. He's in double figures with 11 points. And make it 12.
You know, it gets frustrating when you can't find somebody. That's why he tried to chunk that thing long.
Oh. Another near steal by Clay Collins.
But he can't run the baseline now. He's got to stand there.
And
5 seconds. I mean, look at this. I'd say I feel sorry for him, but it's less feeling sorry for Hewitt and more just how impressed I am with Mountain Brook and the intensity they're bringing tonight.
Spartans lob it into Jack. Carvalho could not make the shot drop. They're just so haphazard trying to survive this, and they're failing miserably. I think Jack Carvalho is going to get called for a push there.
They've been a little bit of a bailout again. I mean, to your point, I completely agree. It's less about trying to figure out how to run the offense and more just don't get the ball stolen. I mean, they're playing out of fear, not out of aggression.
That's what it looks like if you look at their body language. Free throw is good by Matt Hicks, his first point in the game. And he hits them both.
Terrell will go to the line for 2. You know, their big guy, who'd be the enforcer inside, the one that would try to prevent, you know, Jack from having all the rebounds and putbacks that he's had. You know, he's been saddled with the fouls and with 3. So obviously he'll come back in the second half. And I mean, for Hewitt's sake, you just hope he doesn't get any more fouls. I mean, they just can't do anything inside without him.
Terrell Guy. Now 4 out of 5 from the line. Matt Creighton back in.
Dylan Sullivan as well, and you'll see them, like we mentioned earlier, they're going to go right into the press. You see our 2 bigs are back.
And to your point you made earlier, everybody available to play has played.
Oh, that's a nice shot. That's not much of an offense, you know. It worked.
Missed that one, and a rebounding foul.
5 pushed off pretty hard there, so that's going to give Glenn Horsley his 3rd foul.
Boy, they are piling up the fouls.
That's his 3rd personal foul in the game.
Did Terrell make that or miss that second free throw? Do you know?
He made it.
Okay. I did not mark it down.
Yes.
I know he made the first.
Yep.
Made the second. Okay.
He's got 5 out of 6 from the line.
More free throws for the Spartans. Jordan Rich.
Bottom.
Got it. And Jordan gets on in the scorebook.
The 8th Spartan to score in the first half.
He pushed off with that lead arm a couple times too. That's off the mark. They're just, if they survive the press and don't turn it over, then they're just jacking up
They are.
threes.
I mean, it's almost like they got 3 seconds left on the clock and they're down by 6. They're just Hail Marying it almost every time.
Because they want to get it off before they have to make another pass and get it stolen.
Mountain Brook doesn't have 1 starter in the game, and you wouldn't know it based on the defense and the offense.
47-16, Spartans by 31. And we're in the first half. And Terrell Guy goes up strong and puts it in.
You know, he's got his, next to Jack Klein, he's probably got the best power move out there.
49-16.
He gets those shoulders square, and he's got the big, thick body, and it's just hard to stop him once he goes to the hoop.
That shot misses. An offensive rebound, a rare offensive rebound for
And
them, but then it's stolen by Terrell Guy, and he's bumped. Another Hewitt Trustful foul. I think they're going to get number 2. And they do. That is 3 on Savage. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys with 3, 2 more with 2. And a couple of stragglers who've only committed 1 foul.
Terrell Guy is stuffing the free throw stat sheet.
6 out of 7. 7 out of 8. 11 points for Terrell. 51-16.
That's double dribble. Thought he had a lane cut off, and oh my gosh, I do feel for him. It's got to be frustrating out there. Just probably seems like there's 9 Spartans on the court at any one time. Mountain Brook up 35 with less than a minute to go in the second quarter. Looks like we'll play for the last shot here.
30 seconds left. Jordan Rich. Out to Jack Carvalho.
Now they'll get into it.
Terrell back outside. Dylan Sullivan, no.
Like a pretty hard hit there, but
Yep.
play on. Lee, what a first half. Spartans 51, Hewitt 16.
Spartans scored 23 in the first quarter, scored 28 in the second quarter. That's a lot of points in a high school quarter of basketball. 51 in the first half. Yeah, we got things happening here at halftime, but we'll have that for you after this timeout on the Mountain Brook Sportsnet. Consolidated Pipe and Supply provides materials and services to the energy, oil and gas, chemical, petrochemical, mining, pulp and paper, and construction industries for over 50 years, dedicated to service. Omega Capital is a loyal sponsor of the Mountain Brook girls and boys basketball team.
Mountain Brook Sporting Goods owner Mike Morrison invites you to come in and enjoy the experience of buying sporting goods the way it should be. Located at 66 Church Street in the heart of Crestline Village, Mountain Brook Sporting Goods offers the finest brands such as Nike, Easton, TPX, Mizuno, New Balance, Adidas, Russell, Rawlings, and is the #1 Under Armour dealer in the Southeast. Mountain Brook Sporting Goods is your full-line, full-service sporting goods store with a wide variety of ad specialty items for all teams. And if Mountain Brook Sporting Goods doesn't have it in stock, no problem. Mike Morrison and staff can get it for you. Also, embroidery and screen printing is available for one jersey or a whole team of jerseys. And hey, make sure you go by and see Dave Arnold at the brand new team store located behind the Shops of the Colonnade off of Highway 280. From Little League to retirement, for whatever sport you play, when it's time to look and play your best, forget the rest. Be a winner at Mountain Brook Sporting Goods.
Montgomery and Abigail Higgins were not like everyone else. Because you see, they had something most did not. They had a tree. A tree that bore the most rare and magical fruit, which they tended to, and in return, it provided for their every financial need. And then, in one blinding blink of an eye, their tree had given its last. But all was not lost. You see, they were clever enough to have prepared for even the unthinkable. And they danced. Life well planned.
It is halftime, 51-16. Spartans lead Hewitt Trustful. Got some halftime numbers for you in a minute, but first our cheerleaders.
Have you got theirs added up?
Not yet. Well, I could do theirs really quickly.
Right.
I can tell you Matt Hicks has 5.
And while the Dorians are coming out quickly, Mountain Brook, led by Jack Klein with 17, Terrell Guy with 11, and Jared Henderson with 12. Matt Creighton had 1, Clay Collins had 4, Will Hartley had 4, Jordan Rich had 1, and Joe Donald had 1. And next up are the Mountain Brook Dorians. Another fabulous job by the Dorians.
Good stuff. Again here at halftime, Jack Klein leading the way with 17, Terrell Guy with 11, Jared Henderson with 12, Spartans with 51, Huskies with just 16. Third quarter coming up next on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
Fastidious librarian Emily Skinner had a place for everything, and everything had its place. Each day was fueled by thorough preparation for events yet to come, whether that be next Tuesday's bridge club or the precisely organized retirement that lay ahead. Well, somewhere along the way, something quite extraordinary happened. Emily went right on living, longer than any person has ever lived. Oddly enough, she took it right in stride, because you see, she had planned for every eventuality, which meant, despite her years, she continued to have the means to live on however she saw fit. And to this very day, Emily Skinner is still going strong, even at the ripe old age of 187. Life well planned.
Do you have time to cook a healthy meal every day? Now it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Do you have a strict diet because of a health condition but don't follow it? Now it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Healthy Connections is your connection to healthy, convenient, affordable meals that are prepared fresh, never frozen, under the direction of our chef and a nutritionist. With a variety of plans, we are certain to have a plan to meet your needs. Call 822-3266 or go to healthymealsbirmingham.com to find out more.
Eagle Service Company is a family-owned and operated business that has been tending to Greater Birmingham's plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs since 1930. Eagle Service, big fans of Mountain Brook basketball. UBS Financial, our partnership with you forms the basis of all of our work together. A partnership to pursue what matters most. A proud sponsor of the two-time reigning state champs.
All the Mountain Brook Over the Mountain girls basketball teams are proud sponsors of Mountain Brook basketball.
Mountain Brook up 51-16 to start the third quarter. Staying in the man-to-man pressure. We'll see what Hewitt at halftime talked about. 21 for them, best inside players back in. He's got 3 fouls, 3 other for Hewitt Trussville. Mountain Brook continues to put lots of pressure on the ball.
Yeah, they just don't know any other way. And that shot will go in for Sean Elmore.
Or Sean's, could be plural.
One or the other.
It will be, I think, the most exciting or intriguing thing left to find out is whether or not we can get a hot clock in the 4th quarter.
I feel confident. Jarrett for 3 again, not this time.
That's a nice hustle, but they're going to unfortunately call Will Hartley for coming over the back there. That'll be Will's second.
Foul number 21, Will Hartley. That's his second, the team first of the half.
51-18. 7 minutes to go in the 3rd.
I mean, there was such intensity there in the first half, Lee. It's going to be difficult to replicate that in the second half. But if Bucky can possibly make it happen, it will happen.
Ooh, that's over the back there. Mr. Williams is lucky he didn't pick up his 4th foul.
As quickly as he's picked up his fouls, he probably hadn't even broken a sweat yet.
Oh, he got the first 2 early, sat out, and like 5 seconds after he came back in, he got his 3rd, sat out the rest of the first half. So you're right. Boy, Jared, I'll tell you what, he is fired him up there, and the way they kept it alive, and then Hunter Lucas finishes at the rim for 2.
Yeah, Jack playing volleyball with himself there. Yeah, Jared hit those first 2. I mean, boom, boom, and he's had a little bit more trouble finding the range since then.
Drive and a floater for 2. That was a nice shot there by Elmore. He's hit their first 2 buckets of this 3rd quarter.
Sean's again.
Big thanks to Piggly Wiggly. They cater the food in the Spartan Cage Club room tonight, and we got to enjoy some of it between games. Mighty tasty.
Nice pass down low.
Back outside. And Hunter Lucas, no. Offensive foul,
yep.
Another charge drawn.
So
and
third,
Matt Creighton again.
Yeah, 3rd charge on Hewitt for the game, and the only reason it's not more is they really haven't gotten into the bucket. It's all outside shooting for them.
Team first of the half.
Harrison Stanley gets his 2nd. Team's first this half. There will be more.
Few things in life are guaranteed. More fouls in this game is pretty much assured.
Yeah.
How many did you say that Hewitt had in the first half?
Nice drive along the baseline and off the window and in for Drew Smith. Well done by Drew. And it's 55-20 Spartans. Here goes Terrell Guy. I'll count those up for you in a second. Terrell can't get it to go. See Drew climbing all over the big guy there. Rim out.
Size doesn't matter. It's all about effort. And a lucky bounce to their number 25, who's got 3 buckets.
Again.
He's got all their points in the second half, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. 18, Russell. They had 18 fouls in the first half.
You know, we've got a 33-point lead, but it just doesn't feel as dominating the second half. And you know, and I think it's just very difficult to keep that enthusiasm, that intensity up when you're up this much. Nice.
Another nice try. Oh, that one won't go, but Drew hustles back to get his own rebound. Now he's going to try plan B, and that works with the reverse spin and in. And then the steal by Terrell Guy, and he goes up and puts it in.
And right on cue, after I was talking about the fact we didn't have intensity, what do? Score 2 quick buckets off turnovers.
And I got to
shame on me.
Bucky was trying to tell him to go ahead and get back, but they couldn't stop in the middle of all that. Look at the effort.
That's got to be a charge. When they count the bucket, that's got to be a charge. He was sitting there waiting on the play. Okay, they're going to count the bucket and call the charge.
The foul is on number 32.
Oh my gosh.
His first 15 second.
Jordan, I'm on your side, buddy. You sat there and waited and waited and waited, and you finally drove it and fouled you. And unfortunately, that's going to put 25 on the line. Basket good, shoots 1.
Well, he was scoreless in the first half. He has scored their first 9 points of the second half. Another foul. I think this is on Elmore. No.
Foul is on double zero for Hewitt. That's
Sam Frazier gets called. Well, it's about time, Sam. That's
Sam,
his first
you're
foul.
not even on the stat sheet, fella.
Slacker.
Yeah, so Sean's, plural, Elmore, has got 12 of their 25. So he is clearly their go-to guy so far. Nice backdoor.
And the lefty won't go in for Joe Donald.
A great inbounds play, nice pass, good look by Joe.
6-foot air ball.
There we go, nice job by Terrell.
The passing by Drew Smith and by Joe Donald, but we couldn't finish it.
We're getting the looks.
Nice shot. 3 ball for Matt Hicks. Step into a 3. It's good.
Clay Collins, pretty looking 3.
Knocking it down from Tripletown for Clay. 62-28.
That puts Mountain Brook back up by 34. 2:02 to a hot clock.
You know, I know.
That's got to be a charge.
Yeah,
there we go.
Another charge drawn. Jordan Rich does it again.
And that's 4. We were talking about, I don't know what the quota was, but I was thinking it was at least 5. That's 4 so far. See if we get to that 5 mark.
Elmore with his second. Another foul.
That's going to give him 4.
Foul is number 21 for Hewitt, Joseph Williams. That's his 4th personal foul of the game.
He's just not in sync. You know, sometimes you get those early fouls, you can't get in the flow of the game, and unfortunately for him, you can see he's a fine-looking ball player. He just cannot get things going.
Joe Donald hits the free throw.
34, Joe Donald.
Yeah, Williams without a point tonight. He does have one impressive block, I recall, back in the first quarter.
Commented earlier in the quarter how Mountain Brook, this didn't seem like the intensity was still there. What in the world are they doing? What in the world is going on?
I have no idea.
I mean, they're trailing by 36 points. What kind of tomfoolery is going on over there?
I have never in my entire life seen anything like that.
And now he's talking about how they reached around. I mean, gracious. I'm speechless, and that's saying something.
I'm right there with you.
All right, I've got my speech back.
I'm just wondering if they came up with that on the spot or if they actually practiced that for some reason.
It's like coach is confused
Look,
over there.
the officials over there talking with him about it.
forth.
The officials talking with him about it right now.
I'm just not sure what you've accomplished, regardless of
Well,
what
I can answer that for you. Nothing.
All right. No, it takes a little bit of everything to have a complete game, right?
Man, oh man. Down to 40 seconds in the third. Terrell, Guy for three.
Right on.
Oh, yeah. Guy now with 16 in the game, and the Spartans lead it.
What a steal. I mean, 0 for them. Poor guy. I don't even have him on the. Maybe he's Damon Harper.
No, he's 0 here. He's only got 1 0 on this sheet. See what I'm saying?
That was another 0.
Right there.
Okay. That was a 0 play.
Yeah. And Joe Donald. Oh.
That'll be another turnover.
Terrell has it blocked and fouled. I think they're going to get Mason or Cole Mason.
That was number 3, Devin Reed.
I'm wrong.
It's his third, shooting for the Spartans, number 4, Terrell Guy.
Devin Reed with his first.
Terrell has been the man from the free throw line. Missed the first one there. He'll get a second. There's an extremely high likelihood we will have a hot clock in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
If this goes down, we're up 40.
We're up 40.
Bottom.
And we have backed off the gas in the second half.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
no
know
doubt.
if you've noticed, but I mean, we're still guarding them tight, man to man everywhere, and we're still getting turnovers.
Shoot it.
Did he get it off? Oh, come on.
That's the right call.
Yeah, I know it was. I was being.
And as we end the third quarter, we've got the cheerleaders coming out to perform. Mountain Brook up 68-28. Another exciting performance by the cheerleaders.
And we've completed 3 of 4 with our score. Mountain Brook 68. Hewitt Trustful 28. Back in a minute on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
Hatmaker Vincent Brimble prospered in the town of Hattington. Never flashy or excessive, Vincent only made one hat, the classic bowler. Then something curious happened. The day's fashion trend became taller and fancier. Preposterously tall hats grew popular. Wondering if he should follow suit, his Raymond James financial advisor reminded him that thoughtfully focusing on the long term is always fashionable. And sure enough, the fad was indeed a passing one. His patience paid off. So when the time came to hang up his hat, Vincent could do so with confidence. Life well planned. See what a Raymond James advisor can do for you.
Hello, I'm Greg Mara, coach and athletic director at Mountain Brook Junior High School. Over the years, the Mountain Brook Sports Corporation has given us the opportunity to compete at the highest level by their funding and resources. This is an ongoing process, and you can help with your 100% tax-deductible donation.
We said here at Mountain Brook all the time that year in, year out, we may or may not put the best athletes on the floor, but we should be able to provide the resources for our athletes to do their best. And I think the Mountain Brook Sports Corporation helps do that.
Thank the Sports Corp for all the support they've given us over the last 8 to 10 years. We have been blessed to have had their help to resurface our track and upgrade our facilities there.
The Mountain Brook Sports Corp is a great way to get involved with athletics within our school system as far as athletics are concerned. We appreciate their continuous support and their involvement within our program.
Homewood Sporting Goods, a family-owned and operated business that has served Central Alabama with a wide range of sporting goods and equipment and a customer service experience that can't be beat. Transportation South, your home for new and used bus sales. A strong supporter of Mountain Brook basketball. At Welch Hornsby Investment Advisors, our mission is unwavering. Build and preserve the wealth of individuals, families, and institutional clients. Welch Hornsby, uncompromising commitment to our clients and Spartan basketball. Up by 40 as we start the fourth. Mountain Brook ball. We should have a hot clock here, which means the clock will continue to roll no matter what, except for a called timeout or an injury of some type. Obviously, we hope we don't have any injuries. And we may not have any timeouts called. Jordan Rich, Joe Donald.
And this looks like we're almost running the four corners here.
Yeah.
Working it inside for a good shot there. Nice pass. Just a fine defensive play by Hewitt to prevent that from being a bucket for the Spartans. Brooks driving and kicking, driving and kicking.
Jordan Rich passed up the long one, and he'll take the short one. Nicely done by Jordan Rich. He's got 3. Spartans lead it by 42.
And what just happened right there may not happen again for the rest of the season. That was no backcourt pressure.
Yeah.
Mountain Brook's caught off the dogs here. Still running the offense, still playing man-to-man tough defense, but not guarding full court anymore. Still trapping. I think 24 said, I've had enough of this, take it.
He takes a deep 3, in and out. And then taken away and put in. Tell you what, Sean Elmore.
He's got 11 in the second half and 14 for the game, basically half their points.
That's right, he did have that 3 that back in the first period. I misstated it earlier when I said he was scoreless at halftime. Clay Collins, nice hesitation, but when he put on the brakes, his feet skid and traveling is called. (70-30) Spartans.
Nice defense. That's got to be up. That jump ball, he's giving him 2 shots.
Jack gets called for the foul, his second.
55, Jack Carvalho, his second.
Third team foul on the Spartans. Free throw good for Glenn Horsley. That's his first point of the game.
Nice rebound by Joe Donald. Joe will go to the line for two. Nice strong drive to the basket.
Jack going to tell us who that foul was on, or is he keeping it to himself?
Banks open late on Friday night for Joe Donald.
Banks
Good.
it in.
Brings a few Snickers on the sideline over there.
Yeah. Glenn Horsley with the foul, by the way, is fourth. Jack missed the second. Or Joe?
Joe? Mountain Brook continues to lead by 40. That's got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
It sure does. I think Hewitt Trustful needs to run that play again.
They need to run the sideline play. We'll just watch them run the clock out.
Just four people standing next to each other, just hand it off without even trying to advance the ball. I've never seen anything like that. And I'm including 6-year-old games.
Yeah. I don't even know how to follow it up.
Well, and it's impossible to even explain to folks who weren't watching with us at the time it happened. It's so difficult to describe what we're talking about. That's a nice shot.
Yeah,
How
he
about
stepped
that?
right into that.
Sam Frazier.
Popped it. It's just a lead under 40.
Uh-oh. Dylan Sullivan. Nice pass across the lane to Jack Carvalho. Now in the corner. 3-ball misses.
I mean, that's just kind of the way their offense has gone. Just jacking them up. See, now that's a great move right there. So Joe Donald busting it up and down, raised his hand, and he's going to get a sub in it next break. You know, in the old days, no one would ever say, bring me out. But knowing you're going to get to go right back in, there's no penalty for hustling and then getting tired and saying, I need a breather.
Right.
Although with the hot clock, it may be more difficult than usual.
May not get back in, but that's okay. Long pass ahead to Joe, still out there hustling.
As we wind down with a minute and a half to go in the fourth quarter.
Joe fires. No. Down to 1:15. That'll rebound out of bounds. Clock continues to move, under a minute left.
Joe is saying, finally.
Yeah.
You know, he was out for a long time with his injury, and he may not have all of his basketball legs and cardiovascular built back up.
Yeah.
It's also a good sign of the kind of hustle that he was showing out there. And that'll put us to the free throw line, and this will be interesting. What happens if the clock runs out, which it's going to, while you're shooting your free throws? Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Coach at Hewitt Trustful called a timeout.
Well, they're
going to work on that play over there.
That will guarantee that we got our free throws in. At least the first one.
Why would he do that?
I can't come up with a good answer to that either. I'm speechless again. We have a feeding frenzy down here for the T-shirt.
Free throw, no good.
And that'll do it for the game, because that'll only be our 4th foul, and the clock will run out, and they get to chunk one. Let's go back. They're going to get one last shot up. Nice rebound.
I'm glad that came out.
A half-court shot.
All right, 71-34 is your final. Mountain Brook wins in impressive fashion. Jack Line 17, all in the first half. Terrell Guy wound up
17 as well.
17. 4 for Drew Smith. A bunch of assists for Drew. Let's see, Matt Creighton a point. 7 for Clay Collins. 4 for Will Hartley. 2 for Hunter Lucas. 3 for Jordan Rich. 12 for Jared Henderson, all in the first half. And 4 for Joe Donald.
All from the free throw line.
That's right. 71-34, stay with us. The Welch Hornsby postgame show coming up next. Interview with the coach and the player after this timeout on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
Brilliantly practical scientist Harriet Tuttle's tireless search for a more efficient life concluded with the most unorthodox solution. Harriet created 4 more Harriets. Together they were a model of efficiency, accomplishing any number of tasks each day. However, while they looked identical, they were actually quite different. And that's how they came to realize that 5 Harriets meant 5 individual retirement plans, each carefully customized with the help of a Raymond James financial advisor, allowing them to live out their days doing the things they love doing separately and together. Life well planned. See what a Raymond James advisor can do for you.
Merrill Lynch has had a partnership with Alabama for over 70 years and a partnership with the Mountain Brook Cage Club from day one, a loyal sponsor of Mountain Brook basketball. The Jingle Bell Jam Basketball Tournament, where Spartan basketball players and state champions get their start. A dedicated leader of Mountain Brook's grassroots basketball for 15 years. Welcome back for the Welch Hornsby postgame show. We got Jordan Rich with us. In Jordan, game like this, you win by 40-plus points. How difficult is it to stay focused?
It's sometimes it's hard to stay focused with how much we're up, but coach just tells us to play every second like it's 0-0 game. Play because we're trying to work on ourselves, work on getting ourselves better for any game that we play in the future. And so it'd be, if you don't keep focused, you're basically getting worse. So that's how we view it, and that's what we do.
It looked like your press was bothering them so much. Mm-hmm. They were just so concerned with not turning the ball over that right. If they managed to not turn the ball over, they would just like jack up a 3, and right. They never really got into your offense. But I guess that's part of what you're trying to right. accomplish with your defense.
Yeah, we try to make them work so hard so that when they finally do break our press, which is hard to break, that they shoot a shot that we want them taking, a pull-up jump shot or a rush 3 or an off-balance layup, and that's just part of our game plan, and that's what working hard on the press does. It allows us to do that. And drawing charges, I know you were involved in that again tonight. Do you have a goal going into a game? Do you say we got to get 5 or what? Anything like that? No, we don't have anything like that. We try to take what's there. And last game against Payne Park, we had a couple we didn't we should have taken that we didn't, that could have changed the whole game. And so it was just a goal of mine and the guys on the team just to when it's there, step in and take it. That's what, and it gives us a possession. It's good for the team.
All right. Good job,
thank
Jordan.
you very much.
All right, thank you. Coach, at halftime, we were saying, it's really hard-pressed to find anything that y'all did wrong in that first half. Second half, you continued it on. Just talk about your team's performance here tonight.
Well, you said it the first half, we had 2 turnovers for 16 minutes, and the way we play with as many possessions, man, that's outstanding.
Yeah.
So I've always said that the biggest thing with this team is going to be limiting our turnovers, and we've had 2 games back-to-back where we've had single-digit turnovers, and that's forcing the other team into a lot of turnovers.
Yes.
I'm not a genius, but I do know this, that you have a much better chance to win if you're taking a lot more shots than the other team.
Yes.
That's the number one thing to look at. And we had a lot of offensive rebounds, a lot of turnovers, and we didn't turn it over, which is great. I'm really glad y'all interviewed Jordan Rich.
Yeah.
He's a senior and great shooter for us. But, the thing I love about Jordan, he just always does what's best for the team.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the team's best interest at heart always. And, that may mean one game he's got to make 4 threes. That may mean the next game he doesn't get to shoot a 3.
Right.
But, it's been fun to coach him. And as well as a lot of these seniors I could talk about. But sometimes he goes unnoticed sometimes. And he just does a lot of really good things for us. So I'm glad you interviewed him.
Well, I talked to him a moment ago. One of the things I talked to him about was drawing those charges. You guys got like 5 of them tonight, and he, I think, got 1 or 2.
When Jordan was a 9th grader, I think I kicked him out of practice for missing a charge. And ever since then, there's been no reason to kick him out of practice. All he does is he gets more charges than anybody I've ever coached.
Yeah.
He's just unbelievable. So, that's a great example. But all of our guys tonight were great. You look at the balance in the scoring, the balance in the rebounding, just really good. I just think it's a great testament to what we got going on here, to see the way our players have improved and to see how much fun our players have. That's one thing I like to see. I love to see them smiling. And it's just really good to see, I get to see them. I get to see their tears from all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
It's great to see on game day when all that pays off and you get to see them smile. And that's what you saw today. Because, you only got, very few home games left. We got 2 guaranteed. If we don't win the coin toss to come in first, but we're not going to lose that. I'm going to win that one. But it's good to see them enjoy their last few home games.
We were commenting during the broadcast that Hewitt Trustful appeared to be just so tired and confused from your press that if they managed to not turn over, which they turned it over a million times, then they never really got into their offense. They'd just jack up a 3. And it leads me to this question. What are your practices like? When you're practicing against each other, is it this speed all the time?
Yeah, that's the thing I think people would be the most surprised about is that, like the day before a game, most teams go light, we go, we may only go an hour, but it looks just like that. But it's 2-on-2 full court, 3-on-3 full court, 4-on-4 full court. It's just nonstop. So we always tell our players that in a game that we play, our players are going to play that game the way we do in practice all year long. Where we want to get the other team in a game where they haven't done that, all year long.
And it's clear that was the case tonight and is the case on most nights, that they're just not used to dealing with this.
Yeah, and that goes back to what we talked about, just the I hate saying the word buy-in because you hear that overused. Just like, well, when did the coach ever buy into the players? So I don't mean that. But, for lack of a better word, how they buy into each other every practice to give that effort. You can't just say, you hear the saying that teams love to play fast, but teams hate to practice fast.
Yeah.
That's why the teams don't really play fast very well in games because they don't practice. It's hard to practice fast.
Yeah.
And our guys do it every day. And they're a fun group.
All right. Very impressive. Thanks, Bucky.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for watching the Mountain Brook Sports Net.